What's up, tricksters and tricksetters watching this on our second YouTube channel. Today we have another tier 3 sub VOD review on our coaching table. We have a Take It Easy. We already coached this guy. I mean, we coached him, like, we did a VOD review for him, and he was playing Neon on Breeze as far as I remember. He also got some kind of a training that he's performing right now, and now we have a chance to see him play Omen on split in a Diamond 1 elo. I'm not gonna review his tracker because we already reviewed his tracker inside of this video right here. So if you want to see his tracker, you know, just go into maybe I'm gonna leak something, man. Charlatan leaks, bro. You cannot see what type of porn I'm watching. So if you want to watch this VOD review that we did for him, and you want to see my tracker review of his, you can take a look at this Neon. So Valorant Radiant Coaching number 70. We're just gonna take a sneak peek at the Valorant trackers. Like, I mean, probably nothing changed too much. I mean, okay, we're actually performing much better. You know, this is not bad. Like, my dude is on a win rate, on a, you know, 9-3. I mean, he played 12 matches, to be honest, like nothing special, but my dude performance is quite fucking good. Like, this is not bad. Positive win rate on the another account. Okay. The only thing I would recommend you is, like, you know, if you already don't have time to play Valorant, then you cannot play on multiple accounts, you know, like, basically, if you don't have time to play at least one match per day on one account, there's no point of multiple accounts, like, but this is quite good. This is quite good. Like, if you continue like this, like, your performance compared to the previous sect is much better. We reviewed this on the January, but you didn't play that many matches anyways. Like, I don't know. Like, you need to play more, man. You need to play more. But if you keep performing like this, my guy is you know, Immortal 1 player in the next, like, in the next 2 months, 3 months, literally. I see that he switched his agents. I don't really remember what I recommended him. I think I told him to play Omen and some other characters, but with Omen he is playing really solidly. How many games? 5 games, 100% win rate. He's still playing Neon as well. Okay, not bad, not bad. There's nothing I can tell you based on this tracker, man. Like, you need to play more. We've already discussed, you know, a lot of the things in the previous VOD review that we did for you. Today, we're just gonna focus on his questions, and we're gonna focus on Omen on split. Okay, so tracker, throw it in the trash can, play more games, done. Now, so listen here. My main question here is not quite sure when to entry for the team. Was the best time to entry, when to lurk as a duelist, etc. I'm watching at a different one. Sorry. Question. I always found myself enter to a loop when I die continuously. Like, after 1 or 2 undesirable deaths, I would likely die without making any impact next round. Like, exactly what happened in this VOD. How do I refresh my mind during mid-game? Okay, we'll talk about it. I'm not quite sure how can I avoid some of my deaths. I tried to do a VOD review on this and still couldn't figure out a solution. We'll see. Please answer my question that I have asked 1 month ago in this thread. Where should I place my crosshair? I know we should always place at the head level, but for me, I have a doubt which particular part of head should we aim. For my correct crosshair placement, I usually aim at the opponent's neck because we're a phantom user. Should I aim higher? I mean, your crosshair should always be around the neck level, essentially. You know? I'm gonna give you an in-depth answer to this question instead of this forum immediately after the stream. But a TLDR answer is, with automatic weapon, most of the time you're aiming around the neck, you know, like chin level, essentially, and that's it. Like, and your crosshair placement heavily depends, like, which angle you're peeking, which angle you're holding, how the enemies are peeking you, what the enemies are doing, and so on. Like, you know, the crosshair placement doesn't only depend on which area of the map you're clearing at that moment of time, or which area of the map you're holding. Like, there's a lot of things that you need to take into account. I think instead of this forum, as the coach, I have answered on a crosshair placement problem. Like, try to find a thread instead of this forum. I have 100% answered, like, where should you place your crosshair and how your crosshair placement should look like, depending on what enemies are doing, which area of the map you're clearing, etc, etc. You'll find an answer here. There's a lot of questions that I've already answered, and I don't like to repeat myself. So, we have undesirable deaths. We need to cover that topic. We need to talk about how to avoid some of the deaths. And that's it. Okay. Okay, let's just do a VOD review this time. Like, literally, we already reviewed the tracker. You have a training that you need to complete. And this is the first time me watching you on Omen on Split. Let's talk about that. I bet Papito is famous like Drake in his hometown. Guess the rank, I'll do guess the rank later, man. We need to do a VOD L review. Man, listen, take it easy, brother. Like, you really need to play more. Like, make the right choice. If you want to rank up, bro, like 2-3 games per day. Like, I don't know, if you're doing, like, let's say, if you don't have time to play the game, focus more on playing the game over the training. You know? Like, basically, try to play at least like 1 or 2 or 3 matches of Valorant per day. Like, these kids, you need to keep up with them. You know? Like, you literally need to... You need to... basically... play the game. You know? If you want to rank up. Now... Drake, what... Attacker side, okay.
My ultimate is ready.
Swap team. Good. Okay, let's hear. So this is how the story goes on Split. Once again. On Split, your default bomb set on this map is the A site. A site is easier for the attack, harder for defense, easier for the postman, harder for retake. That means when you have no idea what to do during the match, or basically you don't know what enemies are going to do, it's better to opt in to play A site than anything else. Now, on this map, on the attacker side, how do we decide what to push in the first round? Based on the enemy's team composition. If enemies don't have the Sage in their team comp, already from the start of the match, in the first round, we can do a 1-4 split onto the B site, where we lead 4 of our teammates through the mid, 1 teammate is lurking through the B main. Who should lurk through the B main? Your most useless teammate. In this example, maybe Yoru, I don't know, like, literally, or maybe you can do it, but I would never do that in ranked solo queue. I would always play with the spike. Now, you're playing with your teammates in mid, buy a classic pistol, light shield, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps, smoke this, press the tower, done. Split the site. Now, enemies do have a team. I mean, their team does have the Sage in their team composition. Then the best idea is to do a 5-man push onto the A site, and once again, you're buying a light shield, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps, you're entering the site with your teammates. You're doing this type of a smoke in combination with this type of a one-way smoke on top of the rafters, and you're teleporting either here or here, aggressively taking the site control and allowing your teammates to path into the bomb site. In the first round, we still don't know how much we can trust our allies. It's always better to start the game of Valorant pre-assuming that your teammates are mentally retarded, and to try to lead your teammates into the bomb site with some kind of an aggressive play. And the third thing that we need to take into account, what if the enemies have a Sage and they have some kind of a Sentinel, like they have a Cypher, Deadlock, or Killjoy, then the best idea is to do a 5-man push onto A tower, and from the A tower to decide what to do next. In this case, in this example, you're smoking this, and basically, like, you're just fighting for the tower control. If you take 1 kill or below, rotate through the vents and to the B site. If you take 2+ kills, drop onto the A site and take the A site control. Now, in this specific game, enemies do have a Sage, they don't have a Sentinel. So, usually, against this type of a team composition, the best idea is to push A site 3 rounds in a row for the first 3 rounds. We create an unpredictable pattern of pushing, which allows us in the 4th round to fake the enemies and to do whatever the fuck we want. And against this team composition, you can push A site 3 rounds in a row without any problems. Pushing mid would be a Sudoku. Pushing B side can also be a bit of a Sudoku because they have a raise, they have an Omen with the one-way smokes, and they can literally destroy you and destroy your push. Let's see what they do. I don't know about this. Like, especially because they have a Sage that maybe has a Slorbs. Maybe she's gonna wall B, I have no idea. Like, they have a raise, they have the Omen. Like, against this team composition, it doesn't make any sense to push the B side or to pressure the mid in the first round. It is 10 times easier for you to focus on pushing the A side and just leading your teammates into the site. Done. The only rounds, like the most important rounds, when you should be the most vocal in your team, where your communication should be on the highest level, is essentially when the first round, when you're playing anti-eco and anti-Halby rounds, anti-eco rounds essentially, and when you're playing eco and bonus rounds. In the first round, you should always tell your teammates what to do based on the map that you're playing and based on your team composition. Like here, pushing B, I don't know, God help us. Now, if for some reason your teammates do decide to push B side in the first round, I would always, but always go for this execute in the first round. Classic, light shield, 2 smokes, 2 shrouded steps. We're smoking the tower for our teammates and for ourselves. Just a second. Smoking the tower, doing a one-way smoke here, and we're performing this teleport. And then from this position, we're getting up there. And from this spot, we're supporting our teammates. Essentially, like in the first round, when we're playing Omen, I would never allow my teammates to lead the charge into the bomb site. And I would always use my utility in a semi-aggressive way, where my utility is supporting my teammates to some degree, but that utility should also support your aggressive play as well. And you should be the one opening the site for your team together with your duelist. Done. Let's see what you're gonna do. Please pick up the spike, like, I mean, if your teammates don't want to pick it up, pick it yourself, like, fuck it. We cannot leave the spike there. Okay. They're actually playing 3 B side in the first round. Okay. We need to rotate now, obviously. Listen, another rule in Valorant. Like, whenever you're rotating on an attacker side, or you're taking some space, specific area of the map, pushing something, retaking something, pre-assume that enemies can be anywhere and everywhere. Don't trust your teammates. Clear every single angle and every single position when you're doing these type of rotations. Like here, even though 3 of my teammates are pushing here, in front of us, through the sewer, we still need to clear this, and properly clear every single cubby position where the enemies can hide. Especially if you're rotating from B to A, clearing the T-spawn is very important. Which I think they're not gonna do. Your teammates need you. Like, listen, in the first round, when playing the first round on the attacker side, just play with your team. If the numbers are equal, play with your team. It is the easiest round to play the refray game, to play together, to abuse the utility, to pressure the enemies, to win the round. Like, don't do this shit. We know that Sage has a wall on mid, like, now you're 3 of, like, and above all of that, how can you trust these 3 imbeciles right now? They have a spike, nobody cleared a potential push of the enemy, Omen or someone, in the T-spawn. I don't know, are you 5-stack? This is not worth it. And also, like, if you're already playing Omen, and you decide to go for this type of a lurk and flank, no matter what you're doing, man, you need to support your teammates with the smokes. I mean, that's the reason why you would lurk with the Omen. I mean, How can your teammates be pushing into A site without a single smoke for maybe a CT tower? Like, any smoke right now would be useful smoke. Like, do something, you know? But I'm really scared that one enemy might be behind them because they have zero information about this. Nobody cleared that spot. Jet can die like a potato man now.
I'm gonna flash heaven for you. One heaven.
Okay, thanks God.
PT heaven.
One enemy remaining.
Playing the first rounds in this way is a huge gamble. Like, listen. First round on attacker's side in Valorant should never be some kind of splitting, playing default, playing slow, playing passive, etc. Lead your team towards one specific objective and play together. In the first round, you don't know. You can't trust your teammates, and you simply don't know what they're going to do. It's better to play as 5 aggressively towards one objective and to avoid enemies' sentinels at all cost. If your teammates are rotating, rotate with them and make sure to clear every single position that you're approaching. Done.
Nice.
Okay, listen. Now, whenever enemies are eco or halby on split, you want to avoid this area of the map at all costs. On B side and in the mid area of the map, Charlatan can stick his Bucky up your anal cavity. My shorty, actually my PP is more like a shorty, and I usually play shorty as well. So, leading your teammates on the B side or through the mid, in every round where the enemies are eco or halby is a bit of a suicide. Whenever enemies are eco or halby on split, just do a 5-man A push. Done. Or play a bit slow. B side doesn't exist for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure you. Okay, you're. That's.
Close by, Reyna.
That's right.
And also, when you're playing Omen, whenever enemies are eco or halby, never go for some aggressive plays. That is the worst moment of time for you to do some kind of an aggression. Do the aggressive plays only if you need to do them. Usually, the aggressive plays and aggressive outplays, you want to save for the rounds when you are in some kind of a disadvantage. Like when you're in the numbers disadvantage, economy disadvantage, your teammates are bad on the attacker side and you need to outplay the enemies, etc, etc. You never want to do aggressive plays like in anti-eco rounds. So doing this, I knew that he was going to go for this play. That's why I was speaking about this. So basically, like right now, going for this play is stupid. We're already showcasing enemies. One of our best executes on the B side. For no reason. But to be honest, like, one perk of this specific execute here is that enemies, you know, you have like 6 different positions where you can teleport. I don't always teleport up there. Teleporting here is really fucking good sometimes. Here. 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 Up on the tower, smoke. Depending what type of timing you pick, depending like where are the enemies on the B side, what you see on the minimap. I mean, sure, maybe like in this eco round, we can, anti-eco round, we can go for this play, and then the next time we do it, we can maybe fake the enemies and teleport in some opposite direction.
Two mid.
That's how you essentially make your plays unpredictable, you know, like by not abusing the same shit over and over again. One round you can show one thing. And the second round, second thing. Okay, okay.
KFC.
One enemy
Wow.
remaining.
Fuck, thank you.
Okay, not bad.
I got bomb.
Listen, one thing that is kind of bad in this round is, I mean, your teammates are pushing out to bomb site and you're still planting your smokes, you know, like as soon as you notice that your teammates are going to be pathing into site or you make the contact with the enemies, start using your smokes. Second of all, once your teammates started moving to the bomb site, you should have flashed the site. I don't know, flash the center of the bomb site, flash the backside, flash anything to apply some pressure onto the enemies and to basically clear at least one sector or one area of the map for your team. Like here, probably I would have done just a regular paranoia for the bomb site. So I would do this, paranoia, and then teleport. Done.
Two mid.
I got bomb.
Instead of getting flashed here, like, from the sky and potentially dying from her.
One enemy.
Everything else was fine, whatever, literally, doesn't matter. Okay, we're going 3 rounds in a row on B side. I mean, that's fine. I mean, obviously, against this specific enemy team composition, I really feel that pushing A side is a piece of fucking cake. But I like that they are going B side in this round as well. Because really, like, when you push one bomb site in Valorant 3 times in a row, especially if you win all 3 of these rounds, you put enormous amount of mental pressure onto the enemies on that specific site. And enemies are going to be prone to rotate so fucking fast in the 4th round and 5th round as well. So we can use that bomb site maybe as a tool to fake out the enemies.
Please, thank you.
Okay, we're actually splitting mid.
Walked off.
Okay, let's move with the team. We need to...
Nice. Just
Why are we playing so passive? Let's move.
Oh, two vents.
Spike down.
I don't know, man, like, listen. You know, this whole round, for the last 25 seconds, you did nothing. I mean, even if I have a stinger, I will always try to play with my most aggressive teammate and try to refrag that teammate no matter what, if I'm playing Omen. Like here, you know, if I see that my imbecile gecko wants to pick this type of a fight with a stinger, instead of waiting for my utility, you should already be there, ready to support that gecko and to fight together with him. So what if you have a stinger? I mean, ADS of the stinger is mega powerful. Like, basically, it is so easy to navigate these bullets and maybe hit like 3 lucky headshots and delete that target. Maybe gecko is gonna hit a headshot, you hit a headshot, done. But baiting your teammate like this, I don't know, man. You know, move forward.
Oh, two vents.
Spike down. B.
Cover going out.
Okay.
Alright, that's Guardian backside.
Hold on, let me flank heaven. Oh shit.
Are they already
2
here?
lovebirds in events.
Nice,
Okay.
good shots.
Good
Okay,
reaction. Good reaction.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, here's another tip for you. So, whenever this type of a scenario happens for you, on any map in Valorant, so we play some kind of a split, we play some kind of a default round, and, you know, you exchange some of the numbers with the enemies. Like in this example, we killed 1 enemy on B, 1 enemy here, and enemies killed 1 guy here, 1 guy here. And we're left in a 3v3 scenario. The best idea in those type of scenarios is to always regroup towards some main area of that map, and from that specific area of the map to hit the bomb site like the round just started, to fully reset the round, just to avoid any potentials of getting getting backstabbed by the enemies, number 1, to keep all of your teammates in check so we can play the proper refrag game and basically fight together, and also, like, when you're moving through the mid area of the map, there's so many things that you need to think about. Like, especially on split. Like, enemies can, you know, pick some kind of a timing through the vents to fuck us up. Pick some timing onto the B tower to fuck us up as well. Once we end up here, we end up in a... You know, we can end up in some kind of a sandwich crossfire. No bueno. In this type of scenarios, just tell your teammates, hey guys, let's move towards the A main together, let's move towards the B main together, and let's hit the site together.
Wait, where are we going? What are we doing?
Okay, very good, very good. Even though we said nothing. And this guy is the prime example why in Valorant ranked solo queue, you need to behave towards your teammates like they're mental imbeciles. Like, a lot of players are playing on the autopilot mode. A lot of players are not clearing the angles. Even in Radiant lobbies, people have a terrible positioning. And they are playing, you know, they're just running. They don't give a fuck. Like a lot of the players basically don't give a fuck in this game. And that is completely fine. I understand that, but I want to win. And I want to rank up, you know. So, that is why you should always check every single corner, every single position where the enemies can be yourself. If you didn't clear a specific corner or angle yourself, please assume that the enemy can be there. Done. Like here, if the Reyna played on a trigger discipline and just let this guy pass, that was an easy kill. Easy triple kill. But now, she already got 2. Okay. We know that Sage walled mid.
30 seconds left.
We know that Omen was on B. Ooh. Are we gonna do it? 1 ultimate point away from the ultimate. Pick up the orb. Rotate on B with the ultimate. Done. Free plant. Right?
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Nah, man, this is not good.
10 seconds left.
Nah. Basically, in this type of example, like, there is no way that in a Diamond Elo, Ascend, maybe an Immortal Elo, what am I talking about? That an enemy is gonna think about, this Omen is only 1 ultimate point away from the ultimate, he's probably gonna pick up the orb and rotate to B. And the Omen is gonna camp the B site. Like, once you kill that Sage, like, that Omen is already maybe on the bomb set, basically. Like, he's pulling a rotation. So picking up the orb here and teleporting on the B side was the absolutely best game decision that you can make. And whenever you're in a clutch scenario, primarily try to observe 2 things when you're playing Omen. Thing number 1 is when does your smoke recharge, so you can use them to outplay the enemies and isolate the enemies into 1v1 gunfights. And the second thing that you should observe is when do you have the ultimate? Because your ultimate is a really good clutch tool to outmaneuver the enemies, to rotate the enemies, essentially, on the map. And that's it.
Right.
Charles, can eat Carlin Repa if both are ace? What?
Unlucky.
Caroline Reaper.
Unlucky.
I don't know. I feel that, you know, this is mainly the problem of the players that that don't play Omen that much. Like, this kind of comes with time, but you know, what's really good when you're mastering some kind of an agent or character is to write down all of the mechanics of that character and what you can actually use to outplay the enemies. You know, writing down, like, basically, you know, you can make a small ranked playbook for yourself. So basically, you can make something like this. Utility usage with Omen, for an example. Proper utility usage with, whatever, like utility usage with Omen nodes. And you can write down, for an example, ultimate. And then below the ultimate, you can write down, I want to use it for faster, safe rotations on a defender's side. When I have a ultimate on defender's side, I can also stack some bomb site with 4 players and gamble a bit more because we have a ultimate and we can rotate faster towards a player that is alone on the opposite part of the map. So if I'm playing split, I think there is like 70% of chances that enemies are gonna push A. You know, we can maybe basically play 4A, and you can do a fast rotation towards the B side. We can write down like I don't know, when I have ultimate, we can pick up the spike and guns from the ground, etc, etc. Writing down these small notes can help you a lot to keep the track of the things that you need to keep the track about. Like essentially, especially when you're learning some character, because as far as I remember, you're not really an Omen main. You recently picked it up, and you were playing primarily Neon. Like, these small notes can help you tremendously in terms of remembering and applying all of these things within your gameplay in the long run. Why not, you know? Like, it's not gonna hurt you in any way. I have something like levels of Omen Mastery with 30 skills. Yeah.
Playing it.
Okay.
I can flash.
I mean, listen here. Now, in this round, whenever you have the Omen ultimate, and you're like pushing the B side, I mean, the absolutely best play that you can do for your team and for yourself is just using a default smokes for the tower and CT, flashing the site, and teleporting deep into this corner. Like, I really feel that there's no reason to overcomplicate the rounds. Like, this will make the sandwich out of the enemies. With the ultimate, you will reveal the enemies that are here, enemies that are here. Enemies are, you know, they need to either peek you, peek your teammates, or fall back. And there's a lot of room for the mistake from the enemy team. You just want to pick a really proper moment of time to use this teleport. Like, basically, when my Jet is dashing in or my Yoru is using a clone and ready to flash, that's when I'm gonna use this teleport to make a sandwich out of the enemies and apply the pressure onto them.
I can ult him.
Bro, you know what started happening to me on YouTube quite a lot? I get these random channel recommendations. Like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, okay. That's 3 at least.
So, in this round, what we should have done... Breezy, E-Boy, thank you all for Prime Gaming Summon, and thank you for scamming Jeff Bezos. So listen. In this round, since,
I can flash.
you know, you see that your teammates are executing the site, we should have done the smoke for the tower, smoke for the CT, use a paranoia, and immediately use the ultimate for the backside. So here, smoke for the CT.
I can ult him.
Yeah, okay. That's 3 at least.
Bro, that Yoru play was such a brain dead play, actually. Like,
One side. Default.
let's go! Why not the ult? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, this is the moment of time where you want to go for some aggression. As Omen. Like, if I have the ultimate, I will always use my ultimate, like, to make the sandwich out of the enemies on the bomb site, to apply the pressure at the moment of time when the execute of my teammates is commencing. And if I notice that my teammates are not going onto the site, I will simply cancel my teleport and I will just play with my team. But here, like, I don't know, just letting Yoru die alone there for nothing. I don't know, bro. Even though that Yoru play was terrible, like, but still.
Spike down B.
Okay. Enemies are selling us the round. That teleport was a bit unnecessary. I mean, why? Okay. I mean, right now we have all of the information. We know that Sage is a mid player. We know that Omen is probably already rotated because Omen was rotating on a defender side like this. We can go to A. Let's go A.
I can ult to A.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot,
Okay.
nice shot, bro.
Now we can just go B.
You want to push this still? Okay, backside.
Oh, this guy must be on a lurk or flank, man.
30 seconds.
Listen, I mean, this comes more with experience, obviously, and I mean, this guy is either way too late on a rotation from A side, or he went for some kind of a lurk and flank. Like right now, since this enemy Omen, was not playing with a Sage here, there's like 66% of chances. Actually, no, there's more. Like there's 80% of chances that he is here, and only 20% of chances that he is CT. But anyways, you know, in this 3v1, we just want to play together on a reef potential and fuck the map control, fuck everything. Like, you should be watching B main. You should be watching B main. You should be watching B main. No one is watching B main. Your Sky is dogging. We could have died like a potatoes, man. Choose a better position. Okay. Omen drop down.
On my ping.
Yeah, just
we're
chill,
gonna
just
vibe,
chill.
we're gonna vibe.
I saw him. I saw his scan.
Yeah, just
we're
chill,
gonna
just
vibe. We're gonna vibe.
On me. On my ping.
What the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
we're
chill,
gonna vibe.
just
We're
chill.
gonna vibe.
I saw him. I saw his scan.
That was fucking weird, man.
That's okay.
That was fucking weird.
His scan.
But listen, picking this type of a fight was completely unnecessary. We're 3v1. We can play much smarter. Like here, you know, I mean, obviously he should have killed this guy. Let's be honest. And I don't know how he didn't kill him. Like his crosshair was even perfect for
Yeah, just chill, just
for his head at when he flicked. I don't know. Enemy Omen moved really in a weird way. But still, like, I don't know. You got Valoranted there and just fuck it. Next round.
Can you smoke house heaven and just deep
Okay.
Shadows
on ramp.
ramps?
cover going
I
out.
got an outside. Ulting backside.
Listen. Let's talk about the smokes on split on the A side. So on split, basically, on the A side, you have like 3 different smoke setups. So, your default smoke setup, when you can trust your teammates, when you don't want to do any aggressive play, when enemies are equal or hull by, is the following. We want to use a one-way smoke up here for the tower. Fuck it, in the shadow form it's impossible to do it. One-way smoke for the tower. One-way smoke for the CT, all the way down. Bro, I don't know how to place the smokes in the shadow form. I mean, in the form there. And basically, this is your default setup. If you have time to do this, do it. If you don't have time to do the one-way smokes, just do this and do this.
Cover going out.
Now, if you want to go for some aggressive play, then what we can do is like we can do this smoke in this specific way. This smoke is a default smoke,
Going out.
and then we can flash the enemies on the left side and teleport here. This type of a play, I usually do like when I'm playing equal and hull-by rounds, and I want to take the space in the CT and elbow with a close range weapon to outplay the enemies and to fuck them up. You can also do this play like when when your teammates are not entering the site, you need to enter the bomb set for them. When your teammates are dying from the elbow, like enemy Jet is playing operator, and she's killing your teammates from the elbow 24/7, you can do this setup as well. Now, on the CT, you basically have just this smoke, and this smoke. And this smoke, you're only doing if your teammates are dying from the elbow way too many times, or if you want to do this teleport and take space there. Now, on the rafters, default smoke, when we can trust our teammates or if the enemies are eco and halby, one way or this. This smoke you want to do when you're pushing only A tower. So if you're only pushing onto the A tower, you want to use that smoke because when the enemies are peeking out of this smoke from the A tower, they're absolutely fucked. They don't have a room here to basically hide behind the smoke and to surprise you and kill you. And like, you know, when they're peeking out of the smoke, like the first thing you see from them is the shoulder. They're in the disadvantage. And this smoke in the middle of choke point, like this, you only use when you're not certain whether or not you will need to go for some aggressive play to potentially outplay the enemies. But using this as a default smoke is usually bad because it, you know, it gives more, you know, like enemies can surprise us from the smoke with a pop flash, etc., etc. Like they have more room to play around the smoke. And essentially, like, you know, if you just want to support your teammates, do this.
On ramp.
And whenever you're using your ultimate to scout the enemies, reveal the enemies, or to make the sandwich out of the enemies on the bomb site, move with your team. So here, your Sky is pushing, Reyna is pushing, Jet is pushing, Gecko is pushing. As you're doing, like in this round, if my idea is to use my utility and to teleport here, I'm gonna do it in this specific way. I'm gonna do smoke like this, smoke like this, flash the enemies on the site, teleport into this corner. Because even if enemies kill my shadow, at least I'm here to instantly support my teammates. I'm not here wasting my time and losing my time by doing this type of a shit in order to connect with my allies. And also, you always want to use a paranoia to, you know, like, support your teammates push.
Oh fuck, that's a bucket, bro.
Okay.
Where's Bucky?
Okay.
Both him, left side, heaven.
Okay. 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 Solid round, but Missile should have used that paranoia there. Okay, now enemies are equal. Actually, enemies... How much money enemies have? Okay, they have some half buy.
I'll flash straight up. Yeah, just
But they're probably gonna force.
Watch my ramp.
You, one thing that you really need to do a bit better when you're playing Omen, you need to move a bit closer to your most aggressive teammate, man. I mean, not only Omen, any agent. Like here, even though you use this paranoia, like as soon as you use the paranoia, and you're to teleport on the site, let's use the life of that teammate. Let's support him. Let's play with him. Instead of waiting in the A main right now. Like, why are we shifting? Why are we shifting here? Let's go. He would have died if the guy teleported there. If one enemy was here, he would have died.
Man.
This position here is the absolutely worst fucking post-plan position that you can have on the A side. Play anything else except this. Maybe if you have a shrouded step, you can play there. But if you get pop flashed, if you get molotoved, if enemies can peek you from... If your teammates start dying, and enemies can peek you from here, from here, from here, you're absolutely fucked. Like there's... Any other position is better. Literally any other position.
Man.
Listen, the main mistake in this round was you need to focus a bit more when you're pushing onto the bomb sites and when you're playing the post plans on playing with your most aggressive teammates. So essentially, one of your #1 goals in a game of Valorant when you're playing in solo queue is you always want to support teammates that have the highest chances of dying or that are doing something useful for you. Essentially, if I'm playing a post plane here, my jet is updrafting there. Okay, nothing happened. But then we notice that my gecko is moving towards the A main area of the map. I'm not gonna go sight.
Man.
Wingman is planting the spike for the tower. Isn't it smarter for you to play with your gecko, to play with your jet, take the full ramp control, take the full tower control, and from the tower, with the one-way smokes, just close out this round? Like, if Yoru dies in CT, Gecko dies on ramp, Jet dies from, I don't know, if just Yoru and Gecko die, you're already 2 versus 5. I mean, chances of winning the round is like 0%. Especially in this elo where you're playing right now. I mean, you're probably already playing with Ascendant players like and maybe even some low Immortal players sometimes. Like basically, just a second. Ascendant 1 to Immortal 2 equals medium elo. Essentially, in this elo, your main focus is babysitting your teammates. From Ascendant 1 to Immortal 2. Like, as soon as you start playing with these players, you will need to compensate an enormous amount of things. And an enormous amount of mistakes from your allies. Like, your gameplay should be more... Like, your gameplay should revolve more around what your teammates are doing, rather than what the enemies are doing. Like, and you should be focused on compensating every single mistake that your teammates make. If you have teammates that are aggressive for no reason and they just love to push in like imbeciles and they are dying alone, try to do something about it. Try to follow those allies. Try to be there for them. Try bait the shit out of them, fuck it. But make sure that you're at least there to refrag them, you know. Okay, I mean, we didn't lose this round because we pushed A side. We lost this round only how terribly we executed the side. Like, we didn't push together. And also, like, you know, in that post plan, we just fell apart, like, one by one. So, A push was not a problem. Just, if you just fix the post plan, if you just play with our most aggressive teammates, we can still push A side, no problem. Yeah, very good, very good. Actually, what the fuck are we doing? Okay. Flash, flash, flash! Oh, yeah. I mean, the moment of time to flash that Sky was when the Sky was close to the aim area of the map because Jet can dash on her, kill her, etc. But this timing... But flashing in the Sky, when the Gecko is on her anal cavity, ready to pop flash and fake out, not only that this was a waste of a flash, but you destroyed your... You literally destroyed your Yoru in this example. So let's rewind this round. So, my Yoru is using the ultimate. He reveals the Sky here. I will flash both Yoru and Sky, because my Jet can dash onto that Sky and take an easy kill. Okay. I decided not to flash. Or I didn't have time to flash. No problem. I'm not gonna pull out my paranoia at this moment of time. At this moment of time, my Yoru is leading the charge into the bomb site, putting enormous amount of mental pressure, physical pressure, onto the enemies. Let's use that against the enemies. At this moment of time, what I'm doing is pulling out smokes, smoking the CT, smoking the tower, and entering the site together with the Yoru. instead of flashing my Yoru and flashing the Sky, and then my Yoru dies like a potato. The Sky actually killed the Yoru. Yeah, I mean, paranoia might have been a problem there. Okay. Push, push. Oh, never mind. Okay, we got a kill.
Round A. Last player standing.
Okay. Whenever you end up. I don't know, I just feel that, you know, the main mistake that you're making with Omen on the attacker side thus far is you need to play as aggressive as your most aggressive teammate is playing, and that's it. Nothing else. Literally, like just that. Like I don't know. Like you need to use faster utility. Figure out some kind of a way to support your most aggressive teammates, and that's it. Like, you're always blast alive, which is okay, but still, I mean, you're last alive not because you're playing a refrag game with your teammates, you're just not ready to refrag them at all. You need to be there for your allies a bit more. And also, like, now in this example, where you ended up 1 versus 4, I mean, the only way to win this is to outmaneuver the enemies in some kind of a way. And to isolate them into 1 versus 1 fights. And the only way to do that is with the fake teleports. And with the smokes. So instead of teleporting here, we have a spike underneath us right there. So, we take the spike. We use
Cover going out.
this smoke. Fake a teleport. Make the raise guess where the fuck did this guy go, you know? Then maybe we can use a smoke on the tower
Cover going out.
to cross into the vents. Try to outplay the enemies. Use another fake teleport. Enemies don't know where you went. Let's move towards the B side. Like anything. Okay, I already decided I'm gonna teleport here. Pick up the spike teleport. Let's use this smoke in combination with this smoke and try to go for a fake TP. We reveal the enemies, kill the raise. Let's wait a bit. Slow down a bit. You don't need to pick immediately a fight with an enemy. Try to outplay them.
Standing.
Do you want to try and take me? Yeah. Like, they fight really hard to
Bro, my listen, man, like, do you really need all of this shit on your screen?
be main.
My guy has a CPU render time, Chinese time zone, Madagascar, like, temperature, like, what the fuck is all of this, bro? Like,
Vince?
okay. Once again, you know, same shit, like, listen, so. First of all, whenever the Sage does a wall, anywhere on the map, like always, but always destroy 2 blocks from the wall before your teammates initiate any push. So, looking at that more than a man, literally, man, I don't know, bro, like what, I don't even know what the fuck is a CPU RHI. You know. Now listen. So, Sage does a wall on mid. The best way to destroy the Sage wall, if possible, is to destroy 2 blocks of the wall in the same moment of time. To open a wider area of the map where the enemies cannot hide and outmaneuver you somehow and, you know, jiggle PQ. Number 1. Number 2, if it is possible to destroy the whole Sage wall, destroy it even if it takes you 20 seconds, 30 seconds, because we don't want the enemies to hide in some kind of a position like this, and to potentially fuck up your teammates. Only God knows if they're gonna be aware of that. Now, when your teammates were initiating this mid push, you should have done a smoke for something. You know, we either want to do a smoke for the vents, or we want to do a smoke for the male, depending what we want to fight for. If you want to fight for the B tower, of course the vent smoke. If you want to fight for the vents and for the mid control, the male smoke. But one smoke should go out from your hands when you're taking the mid control to isolate that choke point. So here, when we were initiating the push on mid, already now, I'm doing a smoke for the vents, one-way smoke for the vents, or smoke for the male. Then, we are pushing here. My teammates are destroying the left block. I'm destroying the right block. To open two parts of the wall immediately, create a wider space for my teammates to move in, and open up this space. Now, my jet is going aggro mode there. I know the enemy Sage is in the male. I will immediately support that jet with a paranoia and move with the jet instead of holding this angle. Like, just so look at here. If my jet is here, so enemy Sage is here, my jet is here, and I'm here. How can I refrag and how can I play with this jet if the Sage kills that jet from this angle here? Like, you're not covering all of the angles from which the Sage can kill the jet, and you're not ready to refrag your team. It's like your refrag potential, I mean, essentially your refrag game is extremely low. Like, that's why we are losing these numbers. Of course, it's not like, you know, you're making some kind of a mistake here. Obviously, this jet is dying like a potato. She's not doing a proper job of taking the space and taking a kill. I don't know, like, she's just running around like a monkey. But you need to compensate that. Unfortunately. Because this is ranked solo queue, and in ranked solo queue, like, you know, people are interesting. Now, after that updraft of the jet, obviously we cannot support that jet like in any possible way. Jet is alone and it is what it is. Like, she died like a potato. Skill diff. And please, for the love of God, if you fire 4 bullets from your chamber, 7 bullets, 10 bullets, you're not absolutely safe. Like, enemies, there's a still chance for enemies to peek you, kill you from, like, especially if you fire 4 bullets, you don't need to reload yet. Chill a bit, you know, like, watch the lurk, watch the flank, watch on top of the wall. Maybe the enemy raise is gonna pick you from top of the Sage wall right now that the enemy Sage got a kill. Like sometimes I don't reload my weapon even if I have 4 bullets in my chain. 4 bullets is more than enough to take a kill. Obviously, we never saw this from the enemies in the previous, like, round, so we didn't really know that enemies are gonna go for this type of a play, but from now on we need to be aware that enemies like to lurk and love to flank. Okay. Did we win this round? No fucking ways. Sky Gigachad? Sky Gigachad. Dog? Flash? Yo, she has a dog and a flash, bro. Yo, what the fuck?
Let's go.
Should you tell your teammates for your smoke will fade? I mean, only if you're playing like Viper. Depends what is the scenario, but yeah, like, you should tell your teammates if the smoke is gonna fade out. But I mean, there's a visual indicator anyways, like.
Break the Sage wall. And we can do
Okay, we're playing default. I mean, breaking the Sage wall and then deciding what to do next. Jump spot the enemies. Jump spot the enemies. Don't pick this angle like a monkey. Let's break the Sage wall, maybe?
Too heavy.
Break the wall. Break the wall and go A.
I think we go to B.
Yes.
Yeah, 3A, 3A.
Fence.
You wanna re-hit mid?
Yeah, okay,
Good.
that's
Yeah.
mid player. That's last three were A.
One more. Nice, good
Okay,
shit.
last one.
Right there.
Power ball in the stream.
Blocking sight.
Cover going out.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Follow the Jet. Jet is your most aggressive teammate. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, what I talked about like previously, please, you know, clear the whole site and everything before planting the spike, and always pre-assume that enemies can be anywhere and everywhere. Like this type of a rule you want to follow in every I didn't write it down, but we talked about it.
Last player standing.
But didn't this,
Last 3A.
to be honest, like, you know, this is in this round, the main problem is the call out. You know, they said the Jet here said that there's 3 enemies on the A site. Like if I killed
You wanna re-hit mid?
this Reyna on mid, there is a huge chance that I wouldn't expect an enemy on B side at this moment of time. I mean, if you already say that 3 enemies are A, how did the Omen rotate that fast, you know?
Yeah, okay, that was good.
Blocking sight.
Okay.
3.
The moral of the story is never trust your teammates, clear every single angle, clear the whole bomb site before going for a spike plant, especially if you're pushing an area of the map from the short area of the map. So basically, you're pushing B side from B tower without the B main control. Always focus yourself on clearing the backside, clearing the B main, and then playing with your teammates. That is the rule that you want to follow on every bomb set in Valorant. You're pushing B set of Ascent through the market only, and you have nobody in the B main. Clear the B main first, and then focus on the bomb site and pushing with your teammates.
Nice.
To be honest, like on split on the attacker side, like when you're playing Omen, there's really no reason for you to play a, you know, to play a sheriff. Like there's so many ways how you can close the gap with the enemies. Like only if you're pushing A side, maybe I would force a sheriff, but I don't know, man. It's really a preference. But on this map, it's so easy to get some kills with a shorty, with a classic and light shield, even with a fucking frenzy, to be honest. Now, as I said, like no matter what you're doing on the map with Omen, you are lurking, flanking, whatever the fuck you're doing, your main job at the end of the day is to always support your teammates with your smokes and with your utility. Like if my teammates are executing the B side, nobody gives a shit that I'm mid. Like right now, we need to smoke the tower position for our teammates. Otherwise,
A lot happens.
God knows what's gonna happen. Very good.
Cover going
Very good.
Oh, I'm flashing.
But to be honest, after that kill on the enemy in the B main area of the map, I would have just rotated back and played with my teammates. We already made a numbers advantage. We have a paranoia, we have a smoke, 2 shrouded steps. So I don't know. This is a very big gamble. Oh no, you cannot tell. No. Don't do this. Never do this teleport. Like this teleport, you can only do if you're 1,000,000% certain that enemies cannot hear you and that enemies are not mid. Like literally, I never go for this play. And usually the Omen players that go for this play, you will die 9 out of 10 times. Or enemies will have the information that you know, like, did that play. The problem is, like, you know, when you do a teleport here, I hear this teleport is audible all the way here, 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 here. Like, all of this circle. Here's that fucking teleport. If I hear a random... Yeah, I have a Sage wall on mid. And I hear a random Omen teleport on mid. You know, I know that you're behind me. So I'm gonna expect you, you're not gonna expect me. You get the point. This is really not worth it. Like you will never see me go for this TP, like, only because it doesn't work that many times. In this round, either you should have played with your teammates and just rotated back in the beam, and once they got a kill, or you need to wait for the Sage wall to drop down, gamble a bit more, and then backstab the enemies. Nothing else.
Up ramps and flash first.
No, I've been Omen. I'll do.
Alright.
Okay. Homies. Woo! Double! Okay.
Flashing through.
Okay. What the fuck are we doing? But why didn't you teleport up there?
Flashing through.
Teleporting in the smoke. What's the problem? We teleport in the smoke. From the rafters, we peek the site. Take the site together, and that's it. There's probably one more enemy on the bomb site. Definitely. Like, there's no way that... You know, two enemies played the A ramp in this round and A site was open. But... What's the problem? Why are we so passive? We need to expect that one enemy might be on the site right now.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, she was actually CT, the Sage. Okay, Reyna is either behind us or on a rotation. She's already on site. Okay.
Sorry.
She could have flanked them really fast. God knows what he did.
Yeah, do.
Flashing ramp again.
I already talked about this play. Like, whenever you're going for any Omen teleport play to make the sandwich out of the enemies, or to scout and reveal the enemies, you want to make sure that you use the smokes, you use the paranoia for your team, and then you're teleporting on the site, revealing the enemies and, you know, pushing with the team.
The one on the side.
Flashing out. One vents.
How the fuck is
Nice,
site?
shit. Go out dogs? Oh, never mind. Out dog vents. One side.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, when it comes to the attacker side with Omen, like, your main problem is, like, your utility user needs to be a bit faster, number one. Problem number two is you need to path a bit better with your allies. Move while you're using your utility and basically be there to refrag your teammates. Problem number three is overall refrag potential. I feel that you're not holding the angles or you're not pathing and you're not fighting together with your teammates. Pay more attention. Always ask yourself, am I able to refrag this guy? Who has the highest chances of dying in my team? With which teammate I should play? And usually the answer is with the most aggressive teammate that is in some kind of a stupid position. Like, unless you have some other win condition. Like, I don't know. Your Brimstone and Killjoy are allowed with the ultimates and with the Molotovs. And then you can just play lineups, for an example. So team play is overall and main problem. Like, on the attacker side. When it comes to your Omen gameplay. And nothing else, to be honest. Smoke setups and utility usage overall is fine, you know, like, it's okay. Just you need to be a bit faster and you need to support these idiots a bit better. Now let's move on to defense. Just a second, I need to see something, man. I'm apparently dying. Okay, now, defender side of Split. Split is a fast rotation map. On a defender side, the map control doesn't matter for you at all. You want to prioritize a team play game and a replay game over anything else. Essentially, preserving the numbers and fighting with your teammates is your #1 priority. And we want to play a semi-aggressive playstyle on a defender side where we're getting the information in the earlier stages of the game by randomly picking A main, B main, and mid area of the map and taking some control from the enemies. We don't need to pressure the enemies, we don't need to go for the lurk and flank. We just want to get the information always here, here, and here. Where the fuck are the enemies? We can do that by jump spotting the enemies, going for a dead zone peek, going for some kind of a peek with a utility, operator, etc, etc. Now, on a defender side, as I said, like A set is your default bomb site and your #1 priority. B set is your secondary priority during the game. But your highest, absolutely highest priority on this map is that you always have a control of the A tower, B tower, and A tower as well. Like, you don't give a fuck if the enemies go A or if the enemies go B. But if the enemies take the A tower and B tower control, defending the A site and B site becomes 10 times harder, #1. #2, more routes are open for the enemies, through which enemies can fuck you up and fuck your teammates up as well. Sorry, I want to sneeze. And that is why you should always prioritize the defense of A site and defense of A tower and defense of B tower over the defense of A site and B site. On this map, it's completely fine to play a 5v5 retake 24/7, as long as you're not playing some kind of an eco or halberd round. And in the first round with Omen, we always want to use the classic pistol shorty strategy here. And this is how we play the first round with Omen. In the first round with Omen, I'll always start on the A site, no matter what. We're starting here with a classic light shield shorty. We're picking up the classic pistol. The only one-way smoke that you need to master on this map and be ready to use it at every single moment of time is the one-way smoke on mid, especially if you don't have the Sage in your team. So in the first round, if enemies are not making any footsteps in the A main, and my teammates tell me that they're pushing mid, I'm instantly doing this. If I don't get any info from my teammates, and enemies are pushing A main, I will use this smoke on top of myself, and from this smoke try to fuck up the enemies as they're pushing in. Try to outmaneuver the enemies, try to dodge the enemy's recon utility, enemy's random spray. This will usually grant you at least 1 or 2 free kills. If the enemies are avoiding your smoke in the A main area of the map, simply pick up the classic pistol, teleport to the tower, and defend the tower together with your teammate. Let's see what he does. There is no way in any scenario that I would play B tower or B site in the first round. Like, no matter what. Because retake of A site is around 20% harder than retake of B site on this map. Especially in the first round.
Shadows traveling.
Bad smoke. Very bad smoke. Very bad smoke. Listen. So in Valorant, let's remind ourselves. Omen has 3 smokes. So, 3 smokes. We have a smoke to stop and delay the enemy's push. Retake smokes. And we have the smokes with cubby positions to outmaneuver the enemies. So, in the B main area of the map, if I want to stop the enemy's push, I'm either gonna use a deep smoke towards the enemies, like this, or a one-way smoke up here that grants me the one-way there to fuck up the enemies. This smoke is also good to pressure the enemies and surprise them in some equal halberd rounds. So, this is the smoke that we should have used right now. Like, this basically. Now, when you're retaking the site, you want to put your smoke directly onto the choke point towards yourself. So basically, like this. And when you want to outmaneuver the enemies with the close-range weapons or outplay them through the smoke, we're always putting the smokes, you know, towards ourselves and creating the cubby locations where we can play with the short-range weapons to fuck up the enemy's push. But the reason why you want to use a deeper smoke when the enemies are executing some bomb site, so basically why you want to use this smoke instead of this, is because the enemy sky needs to flash already from here. Enemy jet maybe needs to waste one of her smokes to close the gap in order to do this execute. So the enemies need to still pass this location in order to enter the bomb site. And while they're passing through that location, we can flash them, stun them, kill them, spray them down, etc, etc. Like they're wasting a valuable space. Like we are taking more space from the enemies from which they can execute a site, essentially. When you do the smoke like this, and your Yoru is playing here, and enemies have a sky, that Yoru is done, man. Like, sky is just gonna flash this, insta-pop flash. Yoru doesn't have a single chance to react on that pop flash, and he is dead. But if you have a smoke here, and Sky does a flash, Yoru has a time to turn around, dodge the flash, and then kill the enemies.
Maybe.
Nice, take it out.
Okay, he was good for one. I don't know if Sky even flashed. Okay,
Spike planted.
Yeah,
we heard one enemy in the city. It's okay that we're holding city right now.
I'm blind.
Okay,
What's
this is a mechanical difference, like nothing else, literally.
I'm blind.
This is a mechanics difference. Just a second. I want to see what type of training I gave you. One moment, guys. That was just a mechanics diff, like nothing else. I just want to see. Yeah. Listen, man. Take it easy. With the exclusive coaching videos. Yeah, I mean, you're still doing the training that I shared with you. Yeah, I gave you a training. Okay, stick to that training. Like, you still have like one more month to complete it, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do about your mechanics. Okay. You're doing the training that I've already shared with you. Okay.
One.
Okay. We needed to take that kill on Arena. Like, literally, there's no other way. Like, no. Still need to shoot the enemies.
Yeah, it was.
Now listen, no matter what happens in the first round of split, in the second round in ranked solo queue, always start on B tower. For some reason, I'm so fucking tilted. Why Bora, man? So for some reason, players in ranked solo queue really like to push mid and B side when they have a half buy and eco weapons. I mean, it makes sense if you're playing a half buy, eco, or bonus round. But it doesn't make any sense in a second round when you win the first round to pressure the enemies on mid or B side. In a claustrophobic area of the map where the enemies can fuck you up with shotguns, close range weapons, classic pistol. And 80% of times, in a second round, enemies are gonna push you through mid or onto B set in ranked solo queue. I don't know where the players got that idea. And only 20% of times is going to be an A push. So what I usually do is like, no matter if I win or lose the first round of split, in the second round, I'm always playing on the B tower. If I win the first round, I'll probably buy an outlaw with a light shield and shorty and utility and just hold the mid and go for the one body shots. And if you can buy a judge as well, you can buy a stinger with a shorty, it's really up to you, to be honest. And if you lose the first round, then in the second round we can just play a classic pistol shorty strategy. Here we can maybe apply a smoke like this, try to trade ourselves for maybe like 1, 2, 3 kills,
For something personal.
allow our teammates to have higher chances of winning this round.
Kippy.
Cover going
Oh,
out.
hey.
No one mid.
Even if your gamble is not correct, like it is always better to gamble on the analytical data from ranked environment and to gamble in a smart way, essentially, rather than doing random gambles and positioning however the fuck you want on a specific map. Like if you're correct about something 60% of times, 70% of times, 80% of times, it is better than being correct 50% of the times.
Ray second hand.
3 FK on my rank up game. Aye. Which rank are you, man?
Player standing.
Ray second hand.
Spike planted. Last
Here, listen, friendly baiter, take it easy, man. If you already have a classic pistol, Reyna is close to you with a Vandal. You're playing some kind of an eco and Halby round. Why are you running away? She has a Vandal. Like, the best moment of time and the easiest moment of time for you to kill that Reyna is right here. Right there. Like, go for the triple shot. Why you're scared? Like, essentially, whenever you're playing some kind of an eco or Halby round, like, your main goal during that round is to trade yourself for as many kills as possible. Like, your goal is not really to stay alive. Your goal is not really like to, I don't know, bait your teammates and try to clutch the round alone. Like, whenever I'm playing some kind of an eco and Halby round, you will see that I act as a motherfucking kamikaze. I'm willing to take any chance to get a few kills onto the enemies that will put my teammates in some kind of an advantage. Whether economy advantage in the future rounds, maybe advantage in that specific round, like it is easier for my teammates to win a 4v3 and a 4v4 eco round rather than winning a 5v5 eco round in a default way. You know, here, you know, you should not value your life this much. Go for a kill. Take the shot.
spike planted. Last
He can't answer, he broke his monitor. Okay, now, you know, in the first round, enemies pushed B. In the second round, enemies pushed A. We can immediately activate the ABAB rule. So what are we doing in this round? We're playing B tower again. Because no one is mid. We need to defend the mid, unfortunately, on this map. And with Omen, it's so easy to take the mid control, like, you know. Even if you don't have Sage in the team, you can simply do this.
Cover going out.
Bam. Done. Mid control taken. And if enemies are pushing B, give it a smoke to your teammates here or here. So playing the B set in this round is good, but why the hell are you playing Guardian, bro? Guardian on split, man. Listen, bro, like in this round, what are we buying? In this round, Vandal, Heavy Shield, Smoke. What is the problem? Like, always prioritize shields and guns over the utility. Unless you really need a certain piece of utility to execute something or to perform a specific strategy. Here, we're not performing any specific strategy. We're not executing anything. You know? Heavy Shield, Vandal, Dark Cover. At the end of the day, I mean, we still kill the enemies with better guns. I mean, Guardian is fine, just on split it doesn't make any sense because most of the gunfights are gunfights in your anal cavity, you know? Okay. Okay, so they changed
Yeah,
the
my
pattern in this round, and then we need to
Ramp.
adapt in the next round. Paranoia?
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Okay, good.
Spike down A. Remaining.
You get my mid?
I don't know what was... Actually, that smoke on A is
You get
good.
my mid?
He was looking at the minimap. Not bad.
Beautiful.
I have bomb.
We have bomb. We have bomb, man.
We have bomb and a paranoia.
Get uppers.
Okay, okay,
Good shot.
okay. Now, in this round, once again, I will literally play B side. Fuck it. You know. In this round, what I would apply to read the enemies is rule of fear. Where players in ranked solo queue are usually afraid to push the same area of the map, or to repeat the same strategy from the previous round if that specific strategy failed for them. So here, when we destroy the enemy's push on A, chances are really high that enemies are gonna go B or mid. Yo, Bora, man, thank you a lot for 20 gifted subs, bro. Much love. Now, one problem... Thank you a lot, man. I don't know what to say, literally. I'm speechless. Now, doing this much of a gamble to stack the B site, I don't know about this. You know, we should have at least one teammate on A, you know. But okay.
Mid, raise mid.
I don't know, like this one was too much of a gamble. Like, anyways, you know, when you're playing on the B side, you should always prioritize the defense of mid and B tower over the defense of the B main area of the map. I mean, if three of my teammates are already pushing B main, I'm just gonna use a paranoia for them, and I'm gonna immediately switch my focus onto tower. Because three of my teammates, they're playing on a refresh potential, they're playing together, they have my paranoia, and my Sky is alone on B tower. So who has the highest chances of dying without being traded? It is my Sky. Like, I really, on a defender side of Split, on attack as well. Like, Split is really the map, the team play map where proper refresh game is very important, and numbers are everything. Like, map control really doesn't matter to some degree, as long as we have the information, you know, where the enemies can be at that moment of time. So here, instead of, you know, not doing anything and you know, like, playing with the teammates in the beam... Ay. Do I need to... Is this the moment of time where I need to get naked? Ay, man. I think this is the time, like, where
Mid.
okay, let's continue with what?
Raise mid. Haven't already.
So basically, you know, one addition that we can make to that specific rule, where in a game of Valorant you always want to support your teammates that are the most aggressive and that have the highest chances of dying, is like, if that teammate is already playing with another teammate on a refresh potential, you can do something else. You know, you can fight for more space for your team, you can defend something alone, or you can play with the teammates that are not playing together, that are actually alone. Please, Char, thank you all for the gift sub to the Bakelifi.
Spike planted.
Okay. Oh, bro. Okay. Here, when the enemies were pushing B side, you heard one enemy dropping onto the B side. I'm telling you, man. The guy is 100%. 100%. El Profesor from Casa de Papel. There's no way, man. There's no... Spanish bank is down. España is down. Listen. So, at this moment of time here, while the sky was dogging B tower, you heard one enemy drop onto the bomb site. Like, we cannot pretend when we're playing a game of Valorant like we have an Alzheimer. You know, like if I hear one enemy drop here and I'm repositioning, we see two enemies on tower and one enemy is on site. Like if I'm rotating it now because those two enemies from tower went A, I still need to be aware that one enemy can be on the B side. Because I only saw two enemies on tower. We know that one enemy dropped onto bomb site. Let's clear everything properly. You know, we needed to clear the box there on the B side. We needed to clear the fully the under
Planted.
position, the ropes. Come on.
Haha.
You don't have Alzheimer, man. You're good. You're good. Not yet. Maybe from this game soon.
Somebody.
Your general problem as a player is mainly the team play game. Mainly like that refray game and learning how to prioritize with who should you play. I mean, if three of your teammates are already playing together, it's better to play with your one teammate that is alone on mid. I don't know, in the post plants, you need to prioritize, you know, like playing with your most aggressive teammates, stuff like that, bro.
Cover going out.
Okay, Sage put him in.
Here.
Heaven.
Stealing sight.
That Yoru is crazy, man.
Here.
Okay, Sage put him in.
Here.
Okay, Sage put.
Cover going out.
Okay, Sage put him in.
Here.
Heaven.
Stealing sight.
Hopefully, FBI is not gonna come at my doors in the next 1 hour. Listen, man, take it easy, brother. Bro is getting paid for his holiday. Man, do you know how actually Bora is paying for your giveaways, bro? So we need to do, like, I need to complete 8 giveaways in the next. I owe you the 8 giveaways. We need to do 8 giveaways and 2 custom community matches right now. I mean, I'm not gonna do the giveaways, you know, immediately. I'm gonna do like, you know, one giveaway in 3 days. So that we're not spamming the Discord and stuff. So the Bora Bora actually, you know, gave you 8 giveaways on Discord. And also like, you know, we're gonna do two custom, like when I come back from vacation, I'm gonna give you like 8 giveaways, and I'm gonna give you like 2 community custom games for Valorant points. So majority of the money is gonna go back to community anyways. By the way, take it easy. This round that you played right now and where you died against the Raze Ultimate, to be honest, I probably would have died in the same way. You know, this is something that you cannot expect. Like, I don't know. I thought that the Raze is gonna push CT, you know, like, against the Yoru. And the Raze just went like tower. Like, what? What to do to enter the giveaway? Go into my Discord server. Join my Discord right now. Then, go into the giveaway raffles right here, and you click the participate button. Then one random lucky winner is gonna be drawn out. This time the giveaway was won by ATZCC. Now, once you win a giveaway, you need to win something in the giveaway. So basically, we spin the Wheel of Fortune. You can win $10 Valorant points, $20 Valorant points. If you win the Valorant points, I upload the money on your PayPal account, or I can upload the Valorant points on your Valorant account. Free VOD review. Basically, you submit a VOD at VOD submissions right here, and I do a free VOD review for you on my Discord server right here. As soon as possible, basically. And exclusive coaching videos that are like $170 worth, packed with knowledge that is gonna improve any player from... exclusive coaching videos that are gonna help you improve from Iron 1 to Immortal 3. These videos are not that useful maybe for a Radiant player or a player that is already Immortal 3, but Iron 1 to Immortal 3, very beneficial. Let's see what the ATZCC, sorry, I don't know, I destroyed her name 100%, or his, I don't know, man. Let's see what he won, he, she, them, they, then. And? Bro. Papito scamming again. $10 Valorant points. Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass. Okay, I'm gonna give you the money after the stream. Let's continue with the VOD review.
Heaven.
Okay, he died from the Raze Ultimate. Now listen, during the game, especially when you're playing Omen, you know, really try to focus yourself also on... Ask yourself, like... what is the enemy's playstyle? You know, like if the enemies are not even prioritizing the mid area of the map, then when you're playing on the B side, like you can quite easily defend the B side with Omen. Like that one-way smoke setup that I've showcased you, especially if the enemies are fucking you on B, is a really good setup to stop the enemy's push and surprise the enemies. Because I've noticed even some Radiant players don't behave towards that smoke as a one-way smoke. Is the wheel rigged? No one ever won exclusive coaching videos. Yes, people won actually. Like, a lot of them won. Take It Easy won it. Like this guy. Look at him. This guy that I'm coaching right now. He won the exclusive coaching videos.
Split. They don't know.
Just a second, I cannot showcase you everything. Fuck, I cannot show you this. I'm gonna just... I'll screenshot it later. Private messages, man. Just less chance? No. Chance is equal for everything. It's equal chance. You see? No matter how many times I spin, like it's 25% all of this. Okay, so
'Ultimate is ready.
30 seconds left.
when you're defending the B main area of the map, or split with Omen, one of the best tactics and one of the best things that you can try to do, especially in the lobbies below. All right, guys. Anyways, I need a new and better barber, so, you know. To be honest. Okay. So, if you're trying to defend the B side of Split with Omen, essentially, one of the best ways to defend the B main choke point is with this one-way smoke right here. Like, with this one-way smoke, you can easily take some kills, outplay the enemies, and have them up. Like, if you're holding this one-way from this position, you see their feet, enemies don't see you at all. Bam. Easy kill. Then after that kill, maybe we can reposition here, take another kill. Then we can fake a teleport. Enemies are pushing in, bam. Take another kill. So essentially, like, you know, you as an Omen player, yes, you're a bit more valuable if you're defending B side over anything else. But in the same time, like, you know, in ranked solo queue, you should be rotating your positions and changing your playstyle based on, you know, what are enemies doing, what are your teammates doing, how good are the enemies, how good are your teammates. But if you notice that enemies are just pushing S5 through the A main, B main, they're not even touching the mid area of the map. Focus more on defending the choke points and defending the bomb sites.
Hawk out.
Okay.
No one mid yet. Nice, get out. It's unlucky, all good.
Going heaven, going heaven.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Unlucky.
Holy shit, that flick was good. Okay. Okay.
Mid yet.
Hawk out.
No, don't worry about it.
No one mid yet. Nice, get out.
There's nothing better. Do you do tracker reviews? Yes, I do it. But for channel points on stream. There's nothing better that you could have done in that previous round. But that previous round is the prime example why in Valorant, in ranked solo queue, always follow AB rule and rule of fear to read enemies on defense. Especially if you notice that enemies are following those two specific rules. I mean, if you already notice that enemies are, you know, afraid to push the same area of the map where they lost the previous rounds, whenever you fuck up the enemies somewhere, then in the next round expect something different. Expect some kind of a split, default, or push towards the opposite area of the map. Like, in the previous round, if we destroy the enemy's push on B, where am I gonna start in the next round? If the enemies are following the AB rule and rule of fear, I'm gonna start around maybe Vents to play a fast rotation between B and A site. If I'm not 100% certain that enemies will go A. Like, if you fuck up the enemy's push on A, then in the next round, I'm gonna play on B tower, defending the mid area of the map and B side, because there are higher chances that enemies will go there, essentially. Like in this round here, I would actually play on the A side because enemies stomped us on A side in the previous round. Like, I really feel that enemies have a lot of confidence to push A again. Even if I may be wrong, I don't know, man, that was nasty. That was a nasty push by the enemies. Once again, you're not supporting your most aggressive teammates. Your Yoru is pushing in. You should push with your Yoru, refrag him, end of the story. But anyways, in this round, you should have played on A side, like, and also, like, you know, when you know, always put yourself in the position of the enemies as well. Like if enemies won some kind of an easy round and pushed S5 and destroyed you on some bomb site, then maybe they, you know, they have a confidence to push that area of the map again. You know, if I'm in the enemy team and I'm just destroying you on one site 24/7 and finding more success on that site, I will abuse that site a lot more. The only problem is, like, a lot of these rules that I'm mentioning in my VOD reviews and videos, you cannot really follow in high Immortal 3 lobbies. Like, already after Immortal 3 400 plus rank rating, you need to trust your teammates a bit more, and, you know, you need to perform what is optimal and what is, you know, like, what is the most optimal play for a specific round. And you need to trust your allies.
Hey.
I've got your trail.
Cover going out. Here.
Now, the reason why I'm not talking about his mechanics so much during this VOD review is because we already reviewed him once. He is completing some kind of an aim training and, like, overall training routine yet. So we're gonna talk about your mechanics a bit more in depth if you submit another VOD for a review during next month, or, you know, once you complete that initial training, I can see what is the next step for you as a player. Anyways, you know, improving mechanical skill is the hardest thing in video games, and it requires a lot of time and practice, proper practice.
Coward, run.
I don't know, man, like, after that loss on A set again, this is the round where I would gamble with the Omen ultimate. Like, this is the round where I would, okay, I have the Omen ultimate. If the enemies are pushing B, I can rotate as fast as possible, play with Yoru and stop the enemy's push. And if the enemies are pushing A again, it is better for me to play on the A side rather than losing another round in the absolutely same way. But there should never be a single match of Valorant in the lobbies below Immortal 3 where you play the same bomb site 8 rounds in a row. Like, that means that you trust your teammates way too much, and if the game is going to shit, like in the first 4 rounds, you always position yourself in a way that makes more sense for a specific map, specific team composition, and to counter the enemies. Then after 4th round, you're asking yourself, are my teammates good or bad? Are they able to hold their own ground? Am I the problem? What should I do? If the enemies are just pushing into bomb sites like crazy, just stomping your teammates, unfortunately, my friend, your teammates are bad. And what you need to do is you need to compensate these mistakes, and you need to take the control in your own hands, the control of the match. And anyways, on Split, this gameplay that you have and your teammates have is really bad for this map. Like on Split, you need to play a semi-aggressive playstyle. We need to get the early information. Are the enemies A main, B main, mid? Jump spot the enemies in the main areas of the maps. Go for some kind of a dead zone peek. By the operator, punish the enemies with a crouch peek, take an early kill. Like, we cannot play this passively on Split, unfortunately. Like, you can play this passively and still win a match, but this map really favors semi-aggressive playstyle, because choke points are built in a way where it's really easy to get an early kill, you know.
Cover going out.
I'll handle this. Cutting through.
They would vent.
Shadows traveling.
They would.
Handle this. Cutting through.
Cover going out.
I'll handle this. Cutting through.
Listen, from now on, definitely try to apply the, you know, one-way smoke that I talked about in the B main.
Cutting through.
They would vent.
And listen, whenever you see on split that your teammates are getting pressured onto B tower, always like always support those teammates on split. You know, like here, if I noticed that the enemies use the Reyna Lear on B tower, I will fight for B tower. And one of the best way to fuck up the enemies that are pushing through B tower is by abusing this off angle. So if this dog was hunting me and enemies are pushing B tower, my Yoru is pushing B main. What am I doing? Teleporting here, abusing this off angle to catch at least one enemy. Bam. Then we can use this smoke in combination with Shorty on this off angle, and then bap bap, take another kill. Flash the enemies, take another kill. This smoke here is really good smoke to stop and to delay the enemy's push from the tower and to outplay the enemies. Very rarely someone predicts that you're playing on the edge there. Most of the players think that you're playing here. And if the enemies are just dropping down, you can simply teleport behind them and then bop bop. Risk it. Why not? Like, majority of times, like, when I was doing this, it actually worked, and it granted me, like, 1, 2, or 3 kills. Especially here, when you got stunned by this dog, like, when this dog was hunting you, you needed to teleport on top of the rafters. And from the rafters off angle, try to get some picks onto B tower instead of playing this passively.
They would vent.
Shadows traveling.
Allah heaven. On side.
Yoru payback time. Last time he died by the
Blinding.
skies that judge.
Oh,
Spike down B.
Thank you, thank you.
One enemy remaining.
one side,
Maybe
somewhere.
backside, backside.
Okay, here we just made a small mistake. Whenever you're doing the retakes and you have 4 of your teammates alive. If 2 of the teammates are already playing together, play with a teammate that is alone. Essentially, in a game of Valorant, always prioritize refresh potential and playing on the numbers of DOS 2. If you have the uneven, odd number of teammates alive on the server, like there's 5 or 3 of you guys alive, as long as your teammates are playing together on the refresh potential, you can do something alone and fight for more space, essentially.
One enemy remaining.
One side,
Maybe
somewhere.
backside, backside.
Even if the Sky was not alive, and Jet and Gecko were going through the tower, I would go through the CT in this specific case scenario.
That's up.
Mosh pit. Okay, very good that you're playing A side. Oh no, he's playing B side.
Right in
Cover
mid.
going out.
Okay, now in this round, effectively, it doesn't matter which side he plays. And the reason for that is because he has the ultimate. When you have the Omen ultimate, you can maybe gamble on default bomb site, or you can do more gambling, essentially. So playing a B side here is absolutely fine because 3 of his teammates are A. We can use a fast teleport to play A, and that's it. So yeah, it's okay.
2 mid.
But please, if you're already, you know, playing on the B side, like let's do something more aggro. You know what we can do? We can jump for the enemies. Aha, enemies are there. Bam, insta, one-way smoke. Enemies might peek there. Maybe they will not expect the gap there. Bop, 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 bop. Take a kill. Come on, get the early information for your team. Or, like what I love to do. I love to go for the dead zone peek. You know, I'll go sideways. Bam. Try to kill one enemy. Staying only for 1 or 2 bullets. Bam. 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 By the operator. Go for the fast crouch peek. Pull your knife out. Reposition. You're playing way too passively. Come on. Some action. Gather early information.
Some garage.
Early
Okay.
informazione.
One more mid.
Blinding.
That was
Yeah, one marker.
nasty.
Garage.
Aye. That is why jump spotting mechanic exists in Valorant. We don't need to peek. You know? We can jump spot the enemies, get a proper information for our crosshair placement, go for the fast swing, bam, delete an enemy, and that's it, like. Instead of just peeking randomly.
All go around.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, that peek was terrible in every single fucking way, but, you know, if I'm 5v2, my teammates are coming. I don't need to peek the enemies alone, number one. Number two, I can just do this. Aha, Sage is close. I'm waiting for the Yoru to use a flash maybe, or... I don't know, like, just to peek, and then I'm peeking with my Yoru, and that's it. Now, in this round, we should definitely play A side, but, I mean, since 3 of our teammates are A, and we have the ultimate, it doesn't matter, to be honest. Oh, they're actually pushing B? Respect for the enemies. Respect for the enemies. I don't know, I would have gambled this round on A.
I love B as well. I think it's B.
Stealing sight.
They're in there.
Render ratted.
Okay.
I'm 5 HP. Backside, pillar. Last pillar, last pillar. I got him.
Okay.
I got him. Nice.
Defenders win.
Okay, that last round was nothing special, to be honest. Like, nothing really happened. One more tip that I can give you is, like, if the enemies have a Sage wall here, and you want to stop the enemy's push, or delay the enemy's push, or go for the retakes, I generally, when I'm playing Omen, I don't really destroy the Sage wall at all. Like, what I love to do, and what I prefer doing, is doing a smoke, basically, right here, to split the enemies in 2 sectors, in order to clear this without being visible from the B main. And then when I clear that, then we can destroy the wall, pressure the enemies to the smoke here, and fight for the sector 2, which is basically B main and this tunnel right here. Okay, I mean, this was a bit more of a... I don't know. I don't like this VOD review at all. Like, but I would say the main problem... I was not really focused. My neck hurts quite a lot. As you can see, like, I'm holding myself by the neck. I don't know, man. My neck is swollen from how much I was yelling, how much I was, like, coaching in the last few days as well. Like bro, I cannot speak anymore. But I think you have some idea what you can improve, like, on Omen, and what you can do a bit better. Anyways, you told me that you want to do a tier 3 sub VOD review, like, in the next month as well. Anyways, you have a training that you still need to complete. Anyways, you still need to watch the exclusive coaching videos that I'll share with you. Anyways, you need to watch the ranked playbook videos and apply the strategies and tactics from the playbook, because that's not working for you. You need to focus on a better team play. Team play game is 0 points. You really need to get better at refragging your allies and analyzing with who you want to play. And to be ready to refrag them as well, like paying attention on the positioning between you, your teammate, and a potential enemy player. And other than that, everything else is okay. I mean, not okay, but should be fixed with the training that I share with you and with the videos that you got from me. Okay. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Join my Discord server for coaching. Join my live streams. We got Radiant for 21st time in Valorant. Starting from next act, I'll be just focusing on making my ranked playbook on Discord. And we will probably do Unranked to Immortal series with either Chamber or new controller. If the new controller is actually good. Yeah. That's it for today.